Welcome to Love 518. My name's Hadassah, and today we're going to be talking about me. I'm not a star. Somebody lie, gotta in the car. Can't wait to share with you guys my life, just a little bit of it, not too much, because I don't want you out of my business like that, but I need you to know just enough. Now you all in my business. I am from Miami, Florida, Coconut Grove to be precise. Coconut Grove, stand up, you know how we do it. Born and raised here, but my parents are from Haiti, and yes, they're still married. Shout out to my parents. But I always wanted a boy. And when I finally got my boy, I'm like,
do you understand that love?
Even though, it was hard, my pregnancy was hard, childbirth was hard, but he was worth all of it. Oh, I love my baby. I love you, son. Like, I love my son. I'm so proud of you. Ooh, but yes, I'm a millennial. You know what they say about millennials, we look good. I know you're shocked. I know. So my name is Hadassah. Hadassah is a biblical name. It's from Esther 2, verse 7. And by being chosen by the king, she was able to set her people free. It all started May 18. The birds started singing. It was me.
Wow.
I know, I know. What's up? Welcome. And all you heard was the Lion King song in the background. I had a pretty good childhood. Both my parents came to this country, and about 2-3 years later, they had me and my little brother. I have other siblings as well. I was a very handy little girl. I used to build houses, like a little dog house for my puppies. I used to play outside, and I have a little brother that has special needs, so that taught me responsibilities to take care of someone else. I started doing hair very young. I used to sit there and watch my mom with a mirror and watch her do my hair. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And I started doing my own hair. Then I started doing my cousin's hair. By the time I got to 12, I was able to do other people's hair, including adults. It's kind of hard because at that time, there were a lot of Haitian people in my neighborhood. I used to get bullied a lot, so I had to fight a lot. So don't run up on me because I'm about that life. I went to 3 different high schools trying to figure out my purpose. I took cosmetology, but then it was like, I actually loved it, but the teaching style wasn't really how I wanted it to be, so I ended up leaving that school and going to another school, and then I ended up going back to my home school, graduated. And then I went to school for fashion design. I don't know how to sew, so I'm like, Then I went to massage therapy school, finished that, completed that. It's not for me. Especially that one time a client farted. I knew at that moment, Then I decided to go to hair school. Let me join the military at this point, because at this point I have a son. I wanted more for him. The reason why I joined the military, because if I left the world, I want to make sure I left something behind for him, or knowing that I did something productive in this world. Joined 2008. So he was like 3. All my friends would jokingly say, I'm a jack of all trades. There's nothing I cannot do. I noticed when it comes to doing hair, no matter where I was, I'm still doing hair. Every location. I remember I was in basic training in Missouri. They ended up putting me with this young lady. Her hair was always a mess. It was always a hot mess, poor thing. One day we found a spider web in her hair. So one of the drill sergeants do something with her hair because it's always a mess. We get a relaxer, I do her hair. And she was a very shy, small, timid soldier. And one day we went into formation, so at least maybe 100 people. As soon as we walk up, everybody started cheering for her. She was blushing so hard and she was smiling so hard. I felt so good inside because she went from being this quote unquote ugly duckling to being this beautiful princess. She's like, thank you so much. I never felt this pretty before, and everybody's giving her praise. telling me, hey, you did a good job. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what it feels to get, to be recognized for what you do. So that was my first encounter, like doing hair there. So I will always make sure that her hair was done, my hair was done, and any other soldier that needed it. Always make sure we were cute, because I'm not gonna look rough. They want us to look bad so bad, but I wasn't gonna do that. I'm too cute for that. Get somebody else to do it. So at this point, I have no job. I just let it go. No matter if I do good or bad, people are gonna talk. So I let it go, and I had just met my boyfriend. He's like, what do you mean you have no job? Like, I have no job. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm waiting for God to send me a sign of what I need to do. I went to church one day, and the pastor was talking, and he picked me out of everybody. He's like, hey, you. I'm like, me? He's like, yeah, you. He said, do you do hair? I'm like, no. Because I wasn't doing hair at that time. I wasn't really lying. And he's like, well, God told me to tell you that less than 3 years, you're gonna blow up and you're gonna help so many people. People are gonna travel all over the world to come see you, and your hands are gonna help people. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. Okay, thanks for the information. But I didn't want to do hair. So when he's telling me this, I'm like, I'm not doing hair. Whenever I tell people I want to do hair, they try to put me in this box of typical black hairstyles. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's needed. However, I wanted to do everybody's hair. At this point, my car stopped working. So I had no car. So I had to figure out how to go to hair school and also take my son to school and have time to pick him up. Shout out to the English Center because they start the same time school starts and they finish the same time school finish. So I was able to either ride my bike to take my son to school together, me and him would go Uber to school together, and then I'll drop him off and I'll walk from his school to my school. And I'll never forget, I'm walking to school with a luggage and I'm listening to my Beats, shout out to Beats, and tears just coming down my eyes, just tears, just crying, just singing. The song was God Provides. And I'm singing God Provides, I'm crying, I'm like, Lord, thank you one day. Whew. You can't talk about it. I knew one day I was telling him thank you even though I was struggling. I tell him thank you even when it was raining and I had to walk my son to school. My eyes gonna be red the whole time now. I was telling him thank you because I knew it would be a part of my testimony. It was tears of, okay, God, I get it. I have to go through this right now because one day someone's gonna hear my story and they're gonna be motivated. I was a star student. I've never been a star student. I always struggled in school, always. But I have to understand that trust God's time, but also be grateful for where you're at now. Live in the moment. Everything I prayed for back then and pray for now is something like I asked for. So enjoy it. Stop worrying about tomorrow, and live for today. So I knew I had something when all the teachers, the students would come to me, and I was like the only student with an assistant. That's crazy. So I'd be in my headphones working, and that's why I met my assistant now, Marlene, in hair school. She was my unofficial assistant there. And my teacher would tell me all the time, Hadassah, shout out to Ms. Martinez, you're gonna be so big, you're gonna be so famous. Oh my God, I love you so much. So I became an assistant at the salon, and I realized I could do better, but I still worked there. The guy was mean. He was a mean person. He had over 25 assistants in 1 year. However, I stayed there because I knew there was a lesson for me there, and I always told God, when it's time for me to leave, you will remove me. And then also he was mean to his clients. He was mean to his staff and his clients. So that taught me when I became a boss, I want to be mean to my people. I would treat them with love and respect. And God removed me there. So I learned my lesson. It's time for me to move on. That's why I tell people, when you get fired from somewhere, don't get mad. Don't get sad. Don't get frustrated, because God has something better for you. It's your time to leave, because he knew you were going to never leave that place. So he had to let you go. While I was there, a client walked in off a Groupon, came in there for some highlights. And I did a consultation with her, and her hair was completely matted in the back, but you couldn't see it. So I sat there for 5 hours and detangled all her hair. I was so shocked to see that she had hair left. Let me sip. I didn't want to do YouTube because I thought my voice sounded really weird. I stumble a lot when I talk because I talk so fast and I have so much going on in my mind. I'm trying to get everything out at the same time that I stutter sometimes. I'm like, well, why would people want to see me? Why would people want to listen to me talk? There's so many people who do hair. What's so special about me? But I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. Just post it. So I edited the video. I posted. Now, keep in mind, the girl who came in for her detangling, she was a white girl from South Africa. I mentioned that because her hair type was different. So a year later, almost a year later, a black girl from Georgia seen the video. And she's like, hey, listen, I've been emailing you. I need your help. My hair is matted. I said, okay. She said, I will fly down. Can you help me? I said, okay. I just did that one person. I'm not really an expert of detangling, but I'll try to help you. I said, well, the third place I work for is gonna be for me. I can't work for anybody else anymore. I did 2 salons. That's enough experience for me. The next time I work is gonna be for me. Keep in mind, I didn't want to work for myself. I was willing to help other people vision grow. I kept giving the last salon I worked for all these ideas. You should do YouTube, you should do this, you should do that, you should do everything. It's like you have I used to give him all these ideas. It was always a no, no, no. A lot of responsibility being a boss. So I didn't want to do it. He would pay for everybody else to have training, but he wouldn't pay for me to do training. Don't give up. Don't keep fighting. You never know what tomorrow holds for you. So I do all this because if I can help one person to keep pushing, when I leave this world, I want to know I did something. I made an impact. There's a couple of people now who could say I changed their lives. And I want to be able to help not only people who look like me, but people who don't look like me. I want to be able to help that little Haitian girl right now. It's like, hey, you know, you're struggling, you feel like an outcast. You got this. You will grow up and be beautiful. I'm talking to the little girl that's in me. You did it, girl. When you feel like you've been low for so long, you can't go lower. The next step is up. I had to go up. And also prayer. I know Sunday I seen a video where it said, the life you have or don't have, it's up to you. I'm like, what? What do you mean by that? So then I started doing research about it. So that I started changing my life, like mentally. I started watching videos on how to change your mindset because I realized it was my mindset. What you think, and it's in the Bible. So I started changing my mindset and everything in my life started changing. One thing I realized that everybody had in common was even if you don't believe in God or you do believe in God, everything says the same thing, law of attraction. Just put it out there. What you see, what you sow is what you reap. In February, I went viral for the girl who
Shout out to Brad
detangled.
Mondo for sharing my video.
I'm like, whoa. Okay, God, I see you. I gotta trust you. I had to walk on faith. And since then, it was like Pandora box open and everybody started emailing me. Everybody started DMing me. I said, hey, Marlene, we have another detangling. She's like, what do you mean another detangling? There's more people? I'm like, yeah, girl, there's more people. I didn't know it was more people either. Like, and what made me realize it was something is when I read the comments of people saying, oh my God, I went through the same thing too when my daughter passed away. And I went through the same thing when my husband passed away. Like, life happens to them. So then people started emailing me. I started booking appointments, one after another. Now we're up to almost either 300 or over 300 people we've detangled within the last 4 years. So I started doing this technically 6 years ago, but consistently 4 years now. It's been life-changing to hear their stories, to hear their situation. It's to bring awareness to it. Because whenever I tell someone I detangle hair, the first thing they ask me, oh, is it dreads? First of all, it's not called dreads, it's called locks. I said, no, locks are intentional. These are not people who are just planning to wake up and have their hair matted. Life happens. We get a lot of nurses from New York during COVID that came to get their hair detangled. We get doctors, we get lawyers, we get business owners, we get mothers, you get people who, like, their stories are so sad sometimes. Like, wow, you survived that? When you're fighting for your life, you're not worrying about your hair. When you're in war, you're not worrying about how you look. You're literally trying to survive. Their next step after that is not being here. So they're choosing to fight. So they're not focusing on their hair. They're not focusing on their looks. A lot of times I read the comments, well, they just can't take time to comb their hair. No, they're fighting for their lives. I had one client that died twice. Imagine going to the hospital, you die, they bring you back to life, and then you die again. And then they bring you back to life the second time. You can't move your whole entire body, but you can hear everything around you. The only way you can communicate is by blinking your eyes. That's crazy. Do you think the nurses are gonna be combing your hair? They're focusing on keeping you alive because you died twice already. You're literally paralyzed, which means you have to learn how to talk, how to walk, how to write, how to move, how to even hold a cup. You think combing your hair is an option? It's not. They have moms, they're just busy, they're tired. They're literally single parents in their relationship of a marriage, and they're taking care of all their kids. Their soccer practice, they put their hair in a ponytail in their bun. Okay, tomorrow I'll do it because I gotta take the child to do this, I gotta do homework, I gotta do the groceries. I know a lot of you guys can relate to that. What can go wrong in a ponytail? Your hair has never been matted before. So why would it get matted now? This can happen to anybody. I remember a client sat in my chair and told me that she would watch my videos and she would judge the people. Like, how do people let this happen to them? They're so lazy. They're so dirty. They don't just take time for themselves. And guess what happened? 6 months later, she was in my chair. Because something happened to her, and now she's in my chair getting her hair detangled. It happens to people who don't realize it. Life happens to people. So not only do I detangle hair, but I also detangle their lives. I enjoy helping people, and when they leave, they're happy because something I did for them with my hand, with my love, with my spirit. I talk to these people. A lot of times they don't believe in God. It's okay, because God's in me. Just being there for them, it's life-changing. When I leave this world, I want to make sure that people know that I did my part, that I gave love, hence called Love 518, that I made a difference, that someone was helped by me. I did my purpose. My purpose is literally helping people. I never knew how it looked like. I thought the military would be the way I help people. I thought building things would be the way I help people. I thought law enforcement would be the way I help people. And literally it's something I enjoy doing, which is hair. I'm changing lives by doing hair. I would never have thought in a million years doing hair would change lives, even though people told me it would, even though two pastors told me that doing hair will change lives or I would change lives. I didn't think it would ever happen like that. I just thought they were just talking. Okay, I hear you. And I get to change lives every single day. I get to help people. I see people at their worst. Do you know what hair is for people? The sacredness of hair, the power hair has to change lives. So for a woman to let her hair go, that says a lot. That means you're at your wit's end. That means you're tired. And we also get men too. Men need freedom too. We had one guy that was in a very toxic relationship that was being abused. He was just over it. And yes, he could shave his hair off, but it was more to him. He loved his hair. And I know the simple solution is just to cut your hair off. But it's not. It doesn't change the situation that you're dealing with. I get to help people not only externally, but internally. I go through the issues with them. I dissect it with them. I talk to them how to get over them. I give them the tools that I know how, because I'm not a therapist. I'm not at all. But I do have discernment. I do let the Holy Spirit talk to me and lead me into help some people. Sometimes I can help them, sometimes I can't. And sometimes I tell people, listen, get a therapist and get God. It's okay to be low. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. Just don't stay there too long. And then if God told me to do it, it's gonna work out for me. No door that God opened, any person can close it. And any door he closed that no person can open either. So I have to learn to trust the process and trust myself. And also give myself credit, because I used to be like, okay, well, I'm just detangling hair, something special about it. I'm just doing hair. What's so special about doing hair? I don't see me how other people see me. Now I'm learning to see me how other people see me. I'm like, oh, I am special. I am different. This is cool. And I'm always shocked too to see someone like, I love when their hair comes back and I'm like, it's gonna be hard, but I can do it. And then they leave like, you still have hair left. Like it blows my mind to see people hair free.
And see the beginning and end and the happiness. If you guys actually look at the hug that they give at the end, I'm like, holding in my tears, guys, let's not cry. Where are my tissues at this point? You know what I mean? So it's a blessing to have you on this earth and help other people and everyone else who does the work that you do.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
Because of how much
Kleenex, come through.
Kleenex, give me a deal.
Yeah.
They cry so, from the time they walk into the door, they're crying. I had a client right now that's coming in 2 weeks. Just talking on the phone, she's crying. I have people that come and sit in my chair for one day, like, nope, I can't do this anymore, and leave. For 10 minutes, they sit there like, I can't do this anymore, and leave. Yeah. This would be for those videos of the craziness.
Of us telling you guys the stories, so stay tuned. This is the beginning of many stories that are about to come, because we have a long list of stories.
Yeah. If you're watching this video, it's your sign to get your hair detangled. Especially if you don't watch stuff like this. If you're going through this situation right now, I want to tell you you're not by yourself. You're not alone. Life is hard. We get it. You see social media, you see the news, you see your own experience. It's okay. You're doing the best you can with what you have. Just don't give up. We are here to help you. We're a judge-free place. Not only will we detangle your hair, but we'll laugh, we'll cry with you, we'll watch movies, we'll eat, we'll have fun, and we'll give you a big mama bear hug, because I love hugging my clients. And it's okay, like I just want to talk to you guys. I know it's scary. I know you're afraid to losing your hair. I know you're afraid thinking that you're the worst of the worst client, because every client that comes to my chair, like, oh my God, I might be the worst client that you ever had. You might not be able to save my hair. Come over. We got you. You're safe. You're loved. You're important. You're beautiful. You're trying your best, but you got this. We love you. God loves you. Okay? You are important. You make a difference in this world. So don't give up. Keep fighting. Come see me whenever you're ready. But girl, it's Miami. Sir, it's Miami. It's Miami. I know where you live. Probably kind of boring. So come over. Miami. Get some of my Miami fun. Some of the Miami sun. You're probably cold right now. Come over here. How I am on social media is how I am in real life. I'm actually kind of fun. This is your sign. If your hair is matted and you needed a sign, this is the sign. This is the boat that's going to save you. So come on over. We want to help you, pour into you. You need it. You've been taking care of people for a long time. You've been a people pleaser. You've been pouring to everybody else. You're a super person. You're the strong friend. Come over, let somebody take care of you for once. We got you. The alcohol's kicking in. Yeah. And also too, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to get more content like this. Make sure you guys just check it. Just subscribe. Watch our videos. It helps us and it brings more awareness to this. So just thank you so much thus far, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to share this with the world. I wouldn't be able to help so many people as much as I did. Thank you for all my clients that let me record your hair, because without you guys, I want to be me, so thank you. So stay tuned, because there's so much we have coming, and I finally have a team, guys. Ooh, thank you, baby Jesus, for that. I got a team, so things will be changing. We'll be posting more information, more how-tos, more collaborations, more features, reaction videos. All of it's coming, so be patient. Keep trusting the process, and welcome to my page. You're officially a lovely, and to be a lovely is to be an amazing thing. Come on,
drink the rest of it.
Man, that's the problem. I've been drinking too much.
Maybe it's like 3, 2, 1.
Action. Okay. No laughing. Spare fingers. Okay. So guys, if you like content like this and you want more information, comment below. Ask me questions. Give me some ideas of what kind of videos you guys want to see. It'll help me by putting some ideas down there. Guess what? I do read my comments, especially the first like 30 minutes of it. So even if I don't respond, just know I'm reading. And I love to see your guys' comments. It makes me feel so good, especially hearing your stories, your response. Even the negative ones, I still read those, and I be coming for y'all. But I still love it. So comment, ask questions, give me suggestions. I'm growing this page, and I can't grow without you guys. This page to be big and beyond. And you can also say you've been here since the beginning. Do it to be here from the beginning. Now I'm at what, 150,000 people? I imagine when I'm at 1 million. You could say I was there from day one and you were. Also, thank you so much for watching my video. I'm sending love and light your way. Let's wrap it up.